The morning of June 26, 2020, began like any other in Mexico City. But for Omar Garcia Harfuch, then the city's police chief, it would become a day forever seared into his memory. A hail of bullets, an ambush orchestrated by one of Mexico's most ruthless criminal organizations, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, marked a turning point. Garcia Harfuch, though wounded, survived. However, the attack left an indelible scar, a stark reminder of the audacity and reach of organized crime. Garcia Harfuch, a name synonymous with the fight against drug trafficking, had become a prime target. His relentless pursuit of justice had made him a formidable adversary in the eyes of the cartel. The CJNG, with its tentacles deeply embedded in the nation's fabric, sought to eliminate the man who dared to challenge its power. The attack was meticulously planned, a military-style operation carried out in broad daylight, shattering the illusion of peace in one of the city's most upscale neighborhoods. The assailants, armed with high-powered weapons, rained gunfire on Garcia Harfuch's armored vehicle. The brazenness of the assault sent shockwaves through Mexico and beyond, exposing the vulnerability of even the most heavily guarded figures in the face of unrelenting cartel violence. It was a stark reminder of the pervasive grip criminal organizations hold over parts of the country. The aftermath of the attack saw a swift and determined response from Mexican authorities. A manhunt was launched to apprehend those responsible for the brazen assault on Garcia Harfuch. Investigators worked tirelessly, following every lead, determined to bring the perpetrators to justice. Their efforts soon yielded results. Two individuals, Carlos David N. and Jose Maria N., emerged as key suspects. They were accused of playing instrumental roles in the attack, their actions directly linked to the violence that had shaken the nation. The evidence against them was overwhelming, the prosecution meticulously building a case that left no room for doubt. The trial was closely followed by the Mexican public, the nation captivated by the legal proceedings. The prosecution presented a compelling narrative, weaving together eyewitness accounts, forensic evidence, and confessions from the accused. The weight of the evidence was undeniable. The jury's verdict a foregone conclusion. Carlos David N. and Jose Maria N. were found guilty of qualified homicide and attempted homicide. The judge, in delivering the sentence, condemned their actions, their role in the attack a stark reminder of the human cost of organized crime. The sentencing sent a resounding message that the long arm of the law, though at times slow, would ultimately prevail. The judge, in his pronouncement, handed down a sentence of 86 years and 7 months to each of the accused. This severe punishment, he emphasized, reflected the gravity of their crimes and the impact it had on society. Yet, despite the weight of the sentence, Mexican law dictates that the maximum prison term an individual can serve is 70 years, as stipulated under Article 33 of the Mexican Constitution. Therefore, despite being sentenced to over 86 years, both Carlos David N. and Jose Maria N. would only serve a maximum of 70 years behind bars. In addition to the prison sentence, the court also ordered the convicted individuals to pay restitution. They were to compensate Omar Garcia Harfuch for the damages he suffered as a result of the attack. Furthermore, they were also mandated to provide financial compensation to the families of those who lost their lives during the assault. This aspect of the sentencing, the financial compensation, aimed to provide some measure of justice to the victims and their families. It acknowledged the tangible and intangible losses they suffered and sought to provide a degree of material support in the wake of the tragedy. The sentencing of Carlos David N. and Jose Maria N. marked a significant victory in Mexico's ongoing battle against organized crime. It served as a powerful deterrent, a message that those who sought to operate outside the law, to terrorize and intimidate, would be held accountable for their actions. This case, with its successful prosecution and severe sentencing, chipped away at the prevailing sense of impunity that often shields criminals. This case wasn't an isolated incident. It marked the 14th conviction related to the attack on Garcia Harfuch. The fact that authorities relentlessly pursued every individual involved, from the perpetrators to those who orchestrated the attack, demonstrated a commitment to dismantling criminal networks. The fight against organized crime in Mexico is a multifaceted and complex challenge. It requires a multi-pronged approach, one that encompasses not just law enforcement, but also addresses the socio-economic factors that often drive individuals into the arms of cartels.